still over there?
Yeah, he down. He hit too about both sides. Come on. Don't stand there, girl!
You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay? Looks like he's on his way out. Oh my God!
Stupid, bro.
Come on.
Remember earlier I told you nigga had to go, bro.
Come on. Stay with me.
He's still over there?
Yeah, he down. He hit too about both sides. Come on.
Baraka, Yahweh, Alam, Shalom, planet Earth. This is the only video that I can find on Instagram of the actual shooting. And y'all know how I like to do. I like to get a point of view according to what the Most High says. That says the Most High, what the Bible says, not what the world thinks or the majority of the opinion. Because when I read the comments, most people are blaming the young female. And I see why they would be blaming the young female. You know, they say that, she called her brother over there just to get shot and killed. But I don't think, that was really her intentions. But nevertheless, everybody is blaming the female for putting these two men in harm's way. But I'm pretty sure the young men made that decision to themselves to come over there and fight this young man out. I also looked at the news about it on YouTube, and the information that I gathered, it says that the altercation happening with this house is, from my understanding, it's baby's daddy house, and she had an altercation with him, and she called her two brothers over there, and it was supposed to be a one-on-one fight. And when they entered the house, he said something, and both of them entered the house. As soon as they entered the house, shots was fired, and you got one dead, and I believe one in the hospital. And RIP to the one that is dead, and hopefully the other one live. If not, rest in peace to him. But as we know, the scripture says this world is backwards. That his people do not know judgment. They don't have discernment. They don't know how to judge a matter. And this world, what's right is wrong, and what's wrong is right. A lot of people are making the claim and that because they came to his house wanting to fight him, that he has the right to kill them. Now, according to this world law, American law, it's true. If anybody come to your house and want to fight you, you can just kill them dead, and you won't have to go to jail. But what does the scripture say? The scripture says, thou shalt not kill. The scripture even talks about when two men get in a fight. It talks about how a woman should not intervene. And it says that when two men get in a fight, if a man rise up and strike that man with his fist or with anything and kill that man, then the man that commit the murder should be put to death. But he says if the two get in a fight and the man rise up and beat the man real bad or hurt the man, and the man don't die, but just be hurt for a couple of days, he says the one that hurt him should pay for his recovery. And any loss that he had, if he had a job, if he couldn't work, had to pay for the times that he couldn't work and didn't get paid. So this is biblical law. By biblical law, this man is a murderer and should not have opened fire on these two men. Now, I don't know background story between him and his baby mama, but This is a clear example of cowards with guns. People are scared to get their butt whooped. Now, let's just say he didn't kill these men and he did fight them. And let's just say he got jumped and he got beat up. Well, let's just say he called the police. Now, before any of this happened, the police was not called. So, if he really feared for his life or was threatened, wouldn't he call the police and say, hey, we got two people over here that's trying to fight me, that's trying to beat me? No, because he know, according to this law, that you can kill a man that comes to your house and want to fight you. And self-defense, self-defense. What is self-defense? Because nowadays, self-defense is whenever people don't want to get their butt whooped. Today, self-defense is somebody want to fight you and you don't want to fight, you can pull out the gun and shoot them and say, I was defending myself. Well, I don't think getting your butt whooped is self-defense. A lot of people got their butt whooped. A lot of people done got jumped over the years. Hey, I done got jumped before and got my butt whooped. Do that mean I should kill somebody? I done had people come to my house and want to fight. Do that mean I should take their life? Do that mean that their life deserves to be taken? And I know this is a different situation, but the Levi, I think it was Levi and Dan. I might be mistaken about Dan, but I know it was Levi. And his brother killed a whole city because they violated his sister. Now, I know in that case his sister was raped, but nevertheless, somebody did something to their sister, and they went to defend and stand up for her. I mean, when we was growing up, and now our mama tell us to take up for one another. And what I hate about this situation is guns got involved. Why did guns had to get involved? Why did he had to shoot? According to the Bible, you only take a life when a life is taken, and you are able to defend yourself if your life is threatened and in danger. When you done everything to avoid the danger. He didn't call the police. He had the gun, sitting there waiting for them to come in. I think one of the ladies said he must have said something because after he said something, they came running in. And then, according to the story, they agreed on a one-on-one fight. And when you listen to the video, I believe that was the sister that called her brothers over there said, don't go in there. Don't go inside. So apparently, she knew he had a gun. And at the end, when you hear the dude talking, he said, I told y'all he had a gun. So now we going to take some responsibility for self on the victims. No, you don't go to people's house trying to fight them, especially when you know they got a gun or somebody tell you they got a gun. That's not smart. You don't run into a burning house. And that's what they did. And their sister did put them in danger. If she knew that he had a gun, like I believe she probably did when she yelled, don't go in the house, then you should never call your brother over there unarmed if they wasn't going to take it there to put them in harm's way. And this when it comes to if you truly love your loved ones, don't put them in harm's way. In Yasharel and Israel, we don't know what love is. We don't know what truly love is. And we don't know how to love one another. So yes, the young lady did put her brothers in harm's way. But at the end of the day, they made a decision to come over there to fight. But that's what it was, to fight. And at the end of the day, he, instead of fighting, took out the gun and took a life. And according to this law, you probably gonna get away with murder because they came to his house. But when he stand before the Most High and he judge, all he gonna be able to say, well, they came to my house and want to fight. The Most High probably gonna say, well, why didn't you fight them? Or call the police, or lock the door, or ran. Anything to spare life. But this is the output according to the Bible. No, uh, stop just pointing one fingers. All of them got a blame of this. In every situation, everybody can point the finger at themselves and say what I should have done and what I didn't do. And everybody had a part in this. So we're not just going to blame the sister and call her ratchet and all this. And we're not going to say that the young men were just stupid, because anybody would take up for their sisters if they feel like their sister being mistreated. Uh, but they shouldn't. But she shouldn't put them in harm's way if he knew if she knew that her baby daddy had a gun. She should never call her brothers over there. Her brothers done should never went over there to fight if they knew that he had a gun, and should have never entered the house. But at the end of the day, he should have never pulled the trigger and took the young man's life. Don't be scared to take a butt whooping. It's okay. You can take a butt whooping. You can shake it off. I done fought four, three dudes, and they didn't get the best of me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just my take on this situation biblically. Because, the scripture says do not follow the crowd. And everybody seems to have the same opinion about uh this situation. And they point the finger at the young lady and said, and making the man that killed the young man as if he's innocent and he was just self-defense. He was just defending himself. Yeah, according to this law, but according to the Most High laws, you're a murderer. And people are so scared to take a butt whooping. I don't see how this self-defense when somebody coming to fight you and you pull out a gun and shoot them. So until next time, Shalom. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think.